What's up guys, today we're taking a look at the budget-friendly tube lights, the DigitalFoto Luxceo P200. They only cost $60 and they have app control, they are IP65 water resistant, magnetic, RGB, and they can even become a power bank for your phone. I've used them a bunch of times as accent lights as they're really easy to operate and they look good even when in shot. These lights' CCT range goes from 3000 Kelvin all the way up to 6000 Kelvin. They have full RGB color picker when using the app, or color presets when using the button to control the light or the remote. 6 watt max power output, 95 CRI, they have built-in battery which will run from 2.5 hours to 6 hours depending on the brightness level, and it takes around 3 hours to charge them up via the USB-C port, and you can also use them while charging. I usually charge all my lights with a big USB charger. For example, this one is 30 USBs, and I basically plug everything in overnight and leave it overnight to charge, and it's ready in the morning. In the box we get a few cool little things. We get a carrying case for the lights, as well as a USB-C cable for charging, wrist straps, 2 of them so you don't lose your lights, and also a remote control. This is a cool addition. We have on-off brightness settings as well as color adjustments, but it's not a full color adjustment. There are a couple of presets, so it's a bit limiting. The most control comes with the app for your phone. And last but not least, we have this little metal piece which you can use to attach to any surface, and then you basically take one of these lights, attach it magnetically to this piece, and you can basically mount all these lights anywhere you want. The build quality of these lights is great, even better than I expected, especially for this price, and they do feel solid and robust. They are IP65 certified, so you can take them outside on a shoot on a rainy day, which is really handy. And on the bottom of the lights, you have a 1/4-20 screw thread mount to mount these lights on a stand or a clamp. Or if you have one of these little tripods, easy to mount it, put it anywhere, and you're good to go. On the top, we have a power button, and underneath the cover, we have a USB-C port, which is used to charge the internal battery of this light. And right next to it, we have another USB port, and this one is used if you want to use the light as a power bank. The power button is the only button on this light, and to change the light mode, you have to double tap it and cycle through the different presets, as well as some of the effects. And if you press and hold the power button, that will bring up the brightness and then bring it down again. And as I mentioned before, there is also that remote that comes with the light, but it's still pretty limiting because it goes through all the presets that we just went through. So you just have basic red, green, and blue, and a mixture of those colors. You don't really have the full control over this light, so that's why I would recommend using the app to control these lights. And also this remote needs to be within the line of sight, so you can't really have it too far away. You actually have to be pointing at the light to change the color or the brightness. The best way to control these lights is obviously through the Bluetooth app. To put these lights into Bluetooth mode, you just press and hold the power button for around 2 seconds and they will go into Bluetooth mode. And if you never paired them before, you press and hold them again and they'll flash a few times, and then you can pair them with the app. Although it is a very simple app, it does work and it gives you more control over the lights than just using the remote. This app is called To Your Smart, and it looks like one of those apps that allows you to control home smart devices like smart light bulbs. That's probably why this app doesn't really give you the control you would be used to on other film lights with a dedicated app. Like for example, Sidus Link app for aperture lights, which gives you a crazy amount of control over the aperture lights with many features, with very accurate control over the HSI and CCT mode. Because this app is very simple, it does not have Kelvin values shown in the CCT mode and no values when choosing the colors in the HSI mode. So you can't really be accurate with this app, and you can only be guessing when selecting the colors. The app also has a scene mode, which has some very basic color transitions, and also a music mode, which I haven't found really useful as it's very laggy, but basic control works well, and the app usually connects to the lights very quickly, within seconds pretty much, and it's very responsive. I would say if you have a budget of under $200, you could grab 3 of these lights and have a very cool light setup. So let me now show you what you can do with 3 of these lights. Currently we are set to ISO 800, shutter is at 50, and the aperture is set to 1.4, and these lights are set to full power, which is, it does get pretty bright. So let's set these 2 lights to 2 different colors, let's say blue and pink. Grab our stands, put these on the stands magnetically, why not? And here we have a very cool backlight. Let's grab the third one, power it on. If we place it on the side, the light is quite harsh, we do get quite strong shadows from it. But the trick with this would be to take the light, put it to full power, and basically have a big piece of white material right next to you and bounce the light off that material, and that will kind of diffuse the light and make a nice soft key light, as you can see right now. I do have a few suggestions for improving the next version of these lights. So first of all, the app control can be a lot better. It would be good to have a dedicated app for these lights with the ability to see the temperature values as well as the hue values when adjusting the CCT and HSI modes. Otherwise, you're always guessing. It would be really great to see a master brightness slider for all of the lights. At the moment, when you set each light to a different color, and let's say you want to bring down the brightness of all the lights at the same time, you won't be able to do that, because when you select all the lights in a group, they will all change back to the same color when lowering the brightness. So if you set all the lights to different colors, you need to lower the brightness individually. A thing I noticed about these lights when in RGB mode, let's say we have selected yellow at full brightness, and if we want to bring the brightness down to the minimum, the color will change to more of a green color. So the color consistency could be better. So overall, for $60, I think these lights are a great value. Even with some of the limitations these lights have, they're still very functional, and I love how versatile they can be. With the magnetic back, you can basically attach them anywhere, use them as practical lights, and they also are weather resistant, so you can take them outside into the rain and keep filming. So very cool lights, especially for $60. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Links to these lights and all of my other gear are in the description below. Make sure you check out those lights, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Really know this is not for play. I see you and you see me, you wanna ride the wave. I see the money, whoa, pick and roll, give and go. I see the money, whoa, pick and roll, give and go. I see the money, whoa, pick and roll, give and go. I see the money, whoa, pick and roll, give and go. Oh my God, 3 cars, 5 jobs, slam door, off the law. Shorty said she got the web, I just want the walk. Posted money on the snap, that'll get you up.